Hey everybody, in this video we're going to make a simple and subtle particle simulation right inside DaVinci Resolve Fusion. Let's go! I'm using footage from my latest short film called From Our Hands. It's a dystopian story that is a little bit scary, and if you want to see this, please stick around and subscribe. I will post this short film in a couple of weeks or so. So let's jump into DaVinci Resolve Fusion, and the first thing you're gonna need is a particle emitter. That is the thing that will emit particles. It's quite self-explanatory, but to work with the emitter, we also need a particle render node. So the emitter goes into the render node, and then to have it appear in our viewport here, we're going to connect it to our media in here, and that will create a merge node. So the render node goes into an ordinary merge node. So now we can see the particles here in front of her face or eye. So the first thing I want to do is change the shape of the emitter, and I can do that by going into region here, and then under this drop down menu I will change it to cube, because with a cube like this I can just extend it like so, and then we're gonna wait for the render to calculate all of these particles. So the particles are now spread out across this box. So what we're going to do now is to play with the size of these particles, and also we're going to change the particles shape themselves. And we can do that by going to Style, and into this drop down menu we can go to, I prefer using Blob, because a blob is a softer point. So it's a little bit soft in the edges and sharper in the middle, from what I can gather. So I chose Blob here, and then we're going to play with size under this menu here. So I'm going to try to crank this up to 1. Let's see what happens. And that's ridiculously bad. So I'm going to back it down to maybe 0.3, and under here we can play with the size variance. So I'm going to try 1.5. It will do some randomization to the size of all of these particles. As you can see, that looks pretty good, but I want to lower the numbers here. So maybe I'm going to lower the numbers under control emitter here to 5. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Maybe try 3. Okay, I think that's good. So we have one problem here, and that is that all these particles, they just appear and disappear in this image. So I'm going to go to Style again, and then under either size control or fade controls, we can decide how we want these particles appear and disappear. Either we can do like this in this graph here to grow the particles as they appear, and also they shrink as they disappear, or we can play with, maybe just undo this, we can play with fade control. So if we go and add some kind of fade in and fade out here, and as you can see, this is much more smoother than having our particles you know, just coming into existence. We have a nice fade out and fade in to all our particles. So what's next? Well, as you can see, these particles are quite static. So I want to bring in some kind of turbulence into this simulation. So I'm going to add a P turbulence node in between emitter and render. And here, when we added this and just play this back, you can see that it's really making our particles go quite crazy. But it's still much better than having them just being very static, you know. So I'm going to go into P turbulence, and I'm going to lower this, maybe go to 0.03 here, and then let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And density here, it seems like density is a texture, a noise texture scale. If I go down, you make the turbulence noise that the turbulence is working with a lot bigger. As you can see here, all of these particles are moving in a pretty similar fashion. But if we crank it, that noise becomes more you know, detailed. So all of these particles are moving in individually. So I'm gonna leave it at something like here, I guess. Let's see what happens. I think that's pretty good. And now for the final touches here, I'm going to go to merge, because I don't like that it seems very much all over the place. I mean, I want these particles to interact with the light and darkness in the image. So I'm going to play around with the apply mode in my merge node here. I'm gonna go with overlay, and then I'm going to bring down the gain here just to keep it a little bit subtle, and then maybe just do a little bit more touching up on the size here. Let's try 2, maybe back it down here on the size parameters a little bit. Okay, let's see. That looks pretty good. Let's back this up and zoom out a little bit. So now to actually add to the realism here, I'm going to animate my emitter so that, as you can see, we have this a bit of movement here on the camera. I'm going to manually track the offset here. So if we go forward a little bit, and then over here, we just move this up a little bit, and maybe a little bit like this. So now I jumped out to my timeline here, and let's try to play this on a full screen and just have a feel for how it looks. So I don't like that it's so much in her face, so I'm going to go back, and then we can always do a mask here in the merge node just to cover her face, something like that, and maybe to do a little bit of a soft edge here. Let's go back and have a look. I think it's a little bit too bright, so I'm going to bring down the gain. And also, I think I'm going to add a little bit more particles, and then I'm going to bring down the size even more. I want it to be a little bit more subtle. So let's have a look at this. All right, I think that's pretty good. It's very subtle, and it just adds a little bit more atmosphere to this image. So I hope that you like this tutorial, and if you got any questions for me, let me know in the comment section. I will see you in the next one. Bye.